Hello, Collective, and welcome to Firestar Tarot. I'm Empress Egypt. Welcome. So in today's reading, we are going to be doing a Divine Masculine Energy check-in. Remember, you guys, to keep a very open mind here on my channel. Also, if you guys are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can find my email in the description box. Also, to you guys, I do zodiac readings over on TikTok, so definitely go check that out if you guys are interested. Links also in the description box. Without further ado, Collective, let's go ahead and get into this reading. All right, Collective, so let's kick this off with some Oracle first and tap into Divine Masculine's energy. Divine Masculine is definitely feeling hesitant. There's a little bit of stagnation here, a little hesitation. Definitely contemplating here. I feel heavy, right? A heavy presence. So whatever this is that has Divine Masculine hesitant is creating a lot of stress. It's creating a lot of anxiety and a lot of worry. It's definitely a very heavy energy here. Spirit, let's go ahead and tap into Divine Masculine, please. Show me where my Divine Masculine's energy is at. The Moon. Divine Masculine's definitely in his fills. Number 7, there's fear circling Divine Masculine's emotions. So he's afraid of his emotions. He's afraid of allowing those emotions to come to the light. The Moon is also darkness, illusions, right? Things aren't what they seem in the night. And all things that go bump in the night obviously get seen for what they are in the daylight. But this feels like, you know, Divine Masculine's afraid of the light. He's afraid of expressing those emotions, allowing those emotions to be seen, allowing those emotions to be felt, allowing those emotions to be expressed, allowing those emotions, again, to have light shed on them. So again, with this dark energy here, Divine Masculine clearly likes the shadows. He likes to feel safe within this energy because, again, those emotions aren't being expressed. He doesn't have to tell you how he feels. So he's keeping his emotions a secret. I do feel like Divine Masculine, you know, knows spiritually his emotions for you are deep. His emotions are deep and ever flowing. But unfortunately, he keeps these emotions in the dark. He keeps them hidden. He keeps them secret. Now, the Moon is also divine feminine energy, right? So clearly, Divine Masculine is feeling regret, remorse, and shame for the emotions that he has kept secret from Divine Feminine. The emotions here behind the Moon is obviously deep and impactful, but it's also this magnetic pull that creates a lot of illusions as well. So it feels like there's this darkness within Divine Masculine that is afraid to love Divine Feminine because he's afraid that it's an illusion. He's afraid that it's not real. I'm also feeling cycles and seasons. So it feels like Divine Masculine is going through a lot of changes emotionally for Divine Feminine, especially throughout that period, throughout those times of things changing and times moving and seasons changing. This is also air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So definitely a lot of thinking about, again, that shame, the shame for what Divine Masculine has done by not expressing these emotions. There's a lot of regret for not expressing, not telling you. There's a lot of regret from Divine Masculine when it comes to not expressing how he feels to you. He thinks about this heavily. Grounded by gravity. Groundedness, number 39. 3 and 9 is 11. So Divine Masculine definitely feels grounded to Divine Feminine. 3 and 9 is 11, right? 11 signifies the twin flame journey. Divine guiding Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. Let's get a few cards out of the Journey of Love and the Journey of Love 2 combination here. First card up, Divine Masculine received number 2. Partnership, it's always been you. Divine Masculine feels this duality, feels this connection, has always felt this connection. Divine Masculine wants this union. Divine Masculine has always known from day one that what he felt for you could never be replaced. The power that was felt, the intensity that was felt is still felt. And this is why Divine Masculine knows that it's you and it's always been you. Number 21, shadows. 2 and 1 is 3. Again with the shadows, with the darkness here emotionally, right? And again with the shadows, this feels like torture, right? Divine Masculine, again, is in that shameful energy and that regretful energy, is ashamed for what he's done to Divine Feminine. He's mad at himself and it feels like just agony, pain, right? It's knowing deep down inside that this union was spiritual, that this union was special, that this union was and has always been, even in separation, even in mistake, even in walking away. So again, that's where that shame's coming from, because again, it's that energy of walking away from something he knows was always meant to be. Grounding the energy with number 33, you're perfect, custom fit, trust. 33, 3 and 3 is 6, right? The exchange within emotions, knowing that you fit Divine Masculine and Divine Masculine fits you. You guys intertwine perfectly. You guys are custom fit for each other. Trusting in everything, trusting in you, trusting in this union, trusting in the journey. But more importantly, 33 is the journeys for each of you guys independently, right? And then using those journeys independently to come together. So most definitely Divine Masculine is thinking about what you're experiencing, what you've experienced, what that experience is like with you. And more importantly, he's thinking about his experiences as well. Trusting in those experiences, trusting that everything is meant to be and everything will pan out and play out the way it's supposed to. Let's grab it. Ooh, wow. Interesting. I was going to say, let's grab a card, one card, right? And twin flame, karmic partner, and yes came through. So I am not putting this on the table, but clearly this is a message for someone here. Okay. Yes, this is your twin flame. And yes, he's with a karmic partner. Okay. So that was confirmation for someone here that this reading is for you. Let's grab one more card for Divine Masculine, please. Drowning. So Divine Masculine feels like he's drowning. Feels like, again, that's that dense feeling that he was feeling, that heavy burden for what he's done or the lack of doing, right, for Divine Feminine. So clearly he feels like he's suffocating, like he can't breathe. Being in a situation where something is missing, something that you know is yours and that is a part of you. So again, it just feels like this Divine Masculine can't breathe. But it doesn't matter. Because even though this Divine Masculine feels like he's messed up, even though this Divine Masculine may not be where he wants to be, at the end of the day, he knows that the feelings that he has for you are untouchable, and what you feel for him is, again, unbreakable. The connection itself is solid. It's long-lasting. It's forever. It's made to last. It's not made to perish. So let's take a look at Divine Masculine's thoughts when it comes to Divine Feminine. First card up, the Fool card. Wanting to take a risk. Wanting to be crazy, wanting to jump out on a limb, right? Wanting to jump off of a limb. Wanting to fly, wanting to be set free. Wanting to take that risk. That risk when it comes to these emotions that are hidden. I do feel like Divine Masculine sees Divine Feminine unlike anyone else. I also feel like divine masculine sees divine feminine as someone who's just carefree, who brings joy and peace and happiness to his life, right? But he's also in this mentality with the Fool card of feeling like he's not making sense, right? And it kind of goes back to what he's controlling, right? Controlling his emotions. It's not making sense because he's controlling something instead of just letting it be. But the Death card is here. So there is change within divine masculine's emotions. Again, just coming through as this divine masculine is changing how he feels throughout the seasons, throughout time, right? It does feel like divine masculine is transforming. It feels like this ending that took place between you guys is giving divine masculine a different look when it comes to starting things and beginning things in his life with divine feminine. It does feel like things have come up very suddenly. Things have changed very sudden in divine masculine's life that were a surprise to him, right? That it just feels like it created fear. It feels like it created this impossible to go back and fix what has been done. So again, it feels like something has happened, something has taken place in divine's masculine life that makes him realize that, you know what? I can't fix what I've done. It's already too far. I've already damaged it. How do I go here, right? How do I go from here? So this is actually where that transformation is taking place with divine masculine. Again, his emotions are changing because he's realizing that he can't fix what's been done, but he can change his actions in the future and taking this risk towards, again, taking action in this new way. The Eight of Cups, walking away. For those of you guys dealing with a divine masculine that is in a relationship, it feels like he's going to be walking away from that relationship. Ace of Wands, to start something new and intimate with divine feminine. He wants to create something with divine feminine. He wants to create an empire, an enterprise. He wants to initiate. He wants to start. He wants to grow. Why? Because it's always been you and he knows it. And again, it took those sudden events in this divine masculine's life for him to realize what he did wrong. Five of Swords. He felt this defeat. He felt this destruction. He knows that he left divine feminine. He knows that he pushed divine feminine away. He refused. He revoked. He thinks about this a lot. Temperance. He thinks about how he didn't give to divine feminine in the way that divine feminine gave to him. He knows that he created a storm. He knows that he created a lot of this darkness. He's not willing to wait. He knows that he created a lot of this darkness by not willing to wait. Not willing to understand, not willing to change and to bring peace and harmony, but to create that turmoil, to create that disturbance. Yeah, again, that destruction. It does feel like his arrogance got the best of him and he's ashamed for that. He assumed that he knew, but in all actuality, he was being very close-minded. He created this destruction. He created this ruin. He wasted something so perfect. And that in itself created imprisonment. It created confinement. He wanted to escape. He does want to escape. He wants to seek refuge with divine feminine. It also feels like this destruction broke him down. He fucked up. He was mistaken when it came to that exile, when it came to that loss. It also feels like there were things that divine masculine did in the darkness with evil intentions. And it feels like he gained a lot by doing so, believe it or not, right? It was like he cheated his way in life. And divine masculine is feeling that and is ashamed for it. Understands that what he has was not worked for in the right way. It was not created in the right way, right? Again, divine masculine is starting to see from that higher perspective that change, that transformation has taken place. Divine masculine is torturing himself because he knows he pulled away. He pulled away from his balance, from his peace, from this perfect union, this perfect partnership. And again, divine masculine feels like he can't breathe, like he's drowning. Yeah, the sun, divine masculine's definitely unhappy. Unhappy with not having you, with not being able to grow with you, even though he wants to grow. He's ashamed for not growing with you. It's led to his unhappiness. He doesn't see clearly. He's not secure. He doesn't know how to fix this problem. He's not proud. He's not satisfied. He's not happy in this energy. Ace of Pentacles, everything is falling apart. Tangibly, everything is being destroyed. It is being broken down. It is turning into ash. He's realizing that everything that's in front of him is not real. It was created in wrongdoing, therefore, it's not pure. It's fake. It's an illusion. It's trickery. He refused feminine, and by doing so, he refused himself. He refused his own happiness. The Three of Wands in the reverse. Again, he lacked initiative, he lacked direction, and he chose to not explore with divine feminine. He chose to not discover things about divine feminine. He chose to not understand divine feminine. He chose another journey, and that's what has him, again, with his head down, feeling like he can't breathe. Grounded by the Hierophant in the reverse, again, he pulled away from himself. He pulled away from you. You are a part of him. Again, this partnership, this union, he pulled away from it. He broke that commitment to himself. He broke the commitment to this connection. This also feels like he's not getting advice from anyone. It feels like he hasn't learned and he doesn't understand in this energy. He's not allowing that spiritual guidance to transform him completely, right? It does feel like there's traditions that are holding him back, or traditions that have created a lot of this energy. So possibly family, friends, right? Ancestral cursage here. It feels like, again, pulling away from this commitment was because of his belief system in that moment. It feels like his belief system has changed. Again, it feels like he's ashamed. Therefore, he has hit that point in his life where he realizes he made the wrong choice, right? And feeling like he can't fix that choice that was made. Knowing damn well he can't rewrite the past. It's already there. It's already set in stone. King of Pentacles, wanting to take action, wanting to be stable. Wanting to be ambitious and bring value to his life. Wanting to be smarter this time. Wanting to take the initiative, wanting to bring success, Aries, Taurus energy. The Hierophant was also Taurus energy. We have the Sun card here on the table, Leo energy. Actually, Aries, Leo, Sag. We have Sagittarius energy on the table. The Three of Wands, this is Aries energy. The Five of Swords is Aquarius energy. The Ace of Wands, again, fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Death card, Scorpio energy, the Full Aquarius. Actually, the Full card is air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Grounding the energy of the World card, wanting a new cycle with divine feminine. Wanting success, wanting happiness, but living in the darkness and not expressing to divine feminine how he feels. How divine feminine brings him happiness, how he knows he messed up. He knows you're perfect. He knows this union is perfect. He knows that this union would bring him satisfaction, reward. He knows that who he is what he's missing. He knows who he is by what he missed. Let's take a look at how Divine Masculine is feeling emotionally here. All right, Divine Feminine, let's go ahead and tap into Divine Masculine's heart space and take a look at how he's feeling for you. These are really huge cards, you guys, so you do have to bear with me here. They're giant. Few cards for Divine Masculine, Spirit. Show me how Divine Masculine is feeling towards Divine Feminine emotionally, please. Okay, we had a card fall out, so hold on one second here. Divine Masculine has received the Knight of Swords. Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine definitely wants to fight for your love, wants to fight for this connection. There's courage here. There's strong force. But with this strong force, there's definitely fury attached to it. I do feel like, obviously, Divine Masculine knows your worth, Divine Feminine, but is also mad at himself for taking too long, for doing what he's done. So again, he's coming with that force, that anger, that anger within himself for taking way too long. Divine Feminine. Emotionally, Divine Masculine wants to take action. This is Taurus, Gemini energy. I do feel a little bit, again, of anger attached to this card, but not mad at you, Divine Feminine. Mad at himself for not fighting for this in the past, for doing what he did, for not taking action quick enough or soon enough. Divine Masculine wants to grow, but also feels like his life and everything he's worked on is dying, right? It's turning to that dust. It's turning to that ash. It's falling apart. Divine Masculine is very clear when it comes to, again, coming in strong, coming in fast with that fury, wanting to communicate, wanting to be steadfast and strong, not give up, but to stay. Let's get one more card here. Spirit, let's get one more card for Divine Masculine. Struggle and hidden. Wow. The Ace of Cups. Grounding the energy with the Five of Swords in the reversed. So very interesting because the Five of Swords speaks on defeat in the upright, but in the reverse, this is wanting to fix that defeat, right? Fix what's been done wrong. Which is interesting because in the mental space, it felt like Divine Masculine almost knew that he couldn't fix those wrongs of the past. But in this energy, when it comes to his heart space, his heart is telling him to fix it, to fix what he's done wrong. The struggle is love, though, Divine Feminine, right? How to give that love, why he refused that love. Not knowing if he'll ever have success and have the abundance that he truly desires here. It feels like love is lacking in his life, but it also feels like he's stuck in between. Remember when we were talking about he's stuck in between what's real and what's a fantasy, what is seen and what is actually felt. Well, now we're coming into these emotions and what he feels, and what he felt before is about to change, right? He's stuck right now looking back at the things that are lacking in his life, right? The love he doesn't have, the love he doesn't feel, right? The love he refused. And now he's looking at it in this new perspective, looking forward, saying, I want this love. I want to feel this love, and I want to give this love back. So this energy is very powerful because, again, this is the in-between. This is looking back at the past, reevaluating what's lacking, what needs to be done, and more importantly, looking forward at what is going to be had, what is going to be done, that success, that happiness that this Divine Masculine is craving. And that is your love, Divine Feminine, because your love is irreplaceable. Your love is not the same as these tangible things that perish. Your love is long lasting after, right? Infinity, forevermore. It's spiritual. It's not tangible. I also feel like with this energy, divine masculine is struggling currently in this energy to, again, know what's real and know what's fantasy. Deep down inside, emotionally, he desires this and he thinks about it. But there's something, again, those childhood, wounds, those family traumas, those ancestral, cursages that are, obviously creating a lot of struggles within this masculine's energy to be able to actually know what's real and what's not. So even though in divine masculine's mind, he thinks about it, and even though in his heart space, he feels it, he's still confused by it. He knows there's something missing. He knows that what is missing is him. It is you, right? Because you are him and he is you. Yin and yang, right? The duality, the twin flame. So again, it just feels like divine masculine, again, is still having those issues, doubting his intuition, and emotionally knowing that something's missing and craving something more with his divine feminine. So let's dive deeper into divine masculine's emotions here. Also, to remember that Five of Swords, he wants to fix this defeat. He wants to fix what has been done that has not given him what it is that he truly wants and desires. Again, he's not happy with his results, right? So this is why he's wanting to change that perspective and put work into the future, work into things that he knows he can change, right? So again, a part of him is still holding on to this memory of you, this love for you, and also wanting to fix what he's done, even though he knows he can't, right? So it's almost like divine masculine knows the only thing he can do is change that future, change how he handles himself in the future when it comes to divine feminine. But with the World card coming here in the reverse, obviously this is that doubt, right? It feels like divine masculine's pride has been broken down. And so because of this, he's feeling vulnerable. He feels like he's never going to have that success. He's never going to have that strength to do this, that you may not feel that, as strong as he does, right? So again, there's a lot of doubt and fears attached to the World card in reverse. I also feel like he feels like he's not good enough, right? That he's not whole and that he's not good for you. He definitely feels the separation of this connection because the World card in the upright speaks on union, speaks on happiness, speaks on satisfaction. But again, in the reverse, divine masculine's not happy. He's not satisfied. He doesn't have the union he wants. He doesn't have what's missing, therefore he doesn't know who he is. And this is what brings a lot of that confusion and that doubt, is again, having to fill what's missing, having to fill what he doesn't have. It hurts. It's confusing. Again, it's burdensome. Again, there's a lot of doubt. It's like divine masculine feels like he's not going to have another cycle. He's not going to have this success. He's not good enough for you. Grounding the energy with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Very interesting again, too. Because it's almost like he no longer wants that distance between you two. He no longer wants, the seasons to change. He no longer wants to wait for this. But it also feels like he's having bad luck. It feels like, again, he's missed his opportunity. He doesn't understand why he can't have this, right? He doesn't understand why he can't start over. He doesn't understand how he's going to start over, right? Again, because of this doubt that's attached to it. This, again, that pride that's been let down, that vulnerability, and now feeling like he's not good enough. This is also fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. The World card is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. So earth and fire here, okay? Both in the reverse. So again, there's this lack of intimacy, lack of passion being felt. There's this lack of stability in one's life, even though he's working on it. And we saw this within his mental space, within where he's just at in the tangible world, right? So again, there's this I need to work on things. I don't feel solid. I don't feel stable. Not when it comes to how I feel for divine feminine. I'm not there for her. I'm not good enough for her. I can't give her this success. I can't give her this harmony because I'm not in balance myself, right? So there's definitely, again, a lot of this negative energy, a lot of, again, almost this karma being served, right? For exactly what you felt, right? It feels like divine masculine is just now starting to feel what divine feminine has felt for so long. That pain, that absence, that I'm not good enough, I'm not worth it energy. But look, divine feminine, divine masculine sees you as his happiness, as his wish fulfillment. He desires to be with you. He desires and dreams of what that would be like, right? In nostalgia over the past, but at the same time, you know, envisioning the future, you know, reliving events in his head, but also, you know, daydreaming of what can be, of how it will be. There may be children involved for some of you guys, not all of you guys, but for others of you guys, it just feels like, you know, divine masculine wants to start a family, wants to connect with you so deeply that it starts something new that is never been had in this divine masculine's life. So it feels like, even for those of you guys dealing with the divine masculine that's in a relationship or in a commitment with kids, and I'll talk to those of you guys where your person's not, but it feels like, you know, for those of you guys where, again, this person's in a commitment, this person has kids, it's not the family, it's not the happiness that they truly desire. So again, they're daydreaming of you and emotionally thinking about what it would be like with you, right? What it would be like, or what it would have been like to have, you know, again, started with you and had children with you and created this family, this home with you. No doubt about it with the 10 of Cups. Divine masculine knows that divine feminine is his happiness, is perfection. And that the situation between you two would be perfect, right? That there's so much positive, you know, it just feels like divine masculine knows at the end of the day that with you, everything would be positive. With you, even the negative, right? It feels like divine masculine just feels like you're that good energy, that you're that positive energy in his life, right? So again, when all hell is breaking loose, when everything is falling apart, when the world is coming crumbling down and everything is turning to ash, the thoughts of you is what keeps him, again, not only sane in his mind, but happy in his heart, divine feminine. The Queen of Cups in the reverse. Again, this lack of love is missing. He doesn't love himself in this energy. Not only does he feel the lack of love because he doesn't have you, because he doesn't have his divine feminine, his emotions, right? Divine feminine is love. And without divine feminine, he feels like he can't take action. Without divine feminine, he feels like he is losing control of his life. Without divine feminine, he feels like he's not smart. He wasn't practical, right? Because again, he is lacking the resolution. Because again, he's lacking the feminine energy. He's lacking you. He's lacking that love. He's lacking the nurturing that he needs. And divine feminine, you are that for this divine masculine. You nurture him, but again, he's feeling the absence of it. Wanting it, but lacking it. Feeling not good enough for it, but still wanting it, still dreaming of it, still desiring it deeply here. The Judgment, he's not happy with the outcome. Most definitely, he is not happy with how things have played out. He's not happy with his results. Yeah, again, he wants to reconnect. 6 of Cups in the reverse. This is no longer wanting to be in nostalgia, no longer wanting to miss you, but be in your presence. Feel your love, feel that warmth, feel that happiness, and feel that positive energy. That's what he truly desires and wants here. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about reconnecting. He's thinking about reaching out. He's thinking about rekindling this connection, reconciliation. Making memories for the future. Creating new memories. There's that Wheel of Fortune coming through. Ooh, and I almost lost the cards there, right? It feels like divine masculine's losing control because of, what he doesn't have, right? Again, this is that energy of no longer wanting those cycles to take place, right? But wanting it to stay, right? No longer wanting that distance between, no longer wanting that separation, no longer, wanting to see the time go by. Again, wanting to be in your presence now. Again, because divine masculine doesn't have the intimacy, the intimate connection that he truly desires, right? Because he doesn't have this chance, this opportunity with you, he feels like he'll never have that success. So it's very interesting because obviously divine masculine is associating divine feminine with success, with abundance, which is absolutely beautiful. That is the right perspective. That is the correct perspective because, again, divine feminine is stable. She does take action. She is practical. She is smart. She is nurturing. She is loving. She is a woman. She is a mother. She has well intentions. So again, it's interesting because even though divine masculine doesn't feel like he'll have this cycle with his divine feminine, he knows what's missing. He knows who she is and what she is. Again, he knows her worth. It does feel like obviously a back and forth energy. You even saw me flip those cards that way because you get what I'm saying? The energy is just coming through as back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Again, with those cycles, right? And again, that's common with within the twin flame journey, right? The twin flame journey is normally the runner chaser. I'm feeling like divine feminine, I'm feeling like divine masculine's role has changed. It feels like divine masculine is starting to turn into the chaser, right? Now, I don't know for divine feminine because we haven't tapped into divine feminine's energy yet, and it's been a while since I've actually tapped into divine feminine, so I'm curious to see where divine feminine's at. Now, I know where I'm at myself as a divine feminine, so again, I am curious. You guys, I will be uploading that video next, the divine feminine energy check-in, so definitely make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so that you're notified when I do upload it. But again, it just feels like the roles are switching here with divine masculine and divine feminine. Again, divine masculine is not happy with this outcome at all in any way, shape, or form. I also feel like divine masculine feels like he failed the test, right? Again, because he doesn't have that fulfillment, right? This fulfillment that he feels for divine feminine. So again, because it's lacking, it just feels like he's failed, right? He doesn't have that fulfillment. He doesn't have, that happiness that he truly desires here. But he is desiring change, even though, he's in that doubtful energy. It's interesting because, again, it's like he doesn't know how to awaken himself, right? He doesn't know how to search his conscience. It's interesting. It's almost like he doesn't want to hear it, even though he knows it, right? Even though he knows it, he knows what he feels, he knows what he thinks about constantly. It's like, no, I failed the test. I'm miserable. I suck. I've messed up too much. Even though I want to fix this emotionally, I feel it. Like I want my divine feminine. I have fucked up. I'm not happy with myself. I have nothing to announce. I have nothing to show. I have nothing to prove. Again, it feels like he's searching for himself in this energy. It feels like he's searching for the answers. He's searching to see it. Nine of Wands, but he doesn't know how to take the final steps. He doesn't know, again, it's like he doesn't know what to do. He's feeling very lost and very confused in this energy. Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords in reverse. Again, he's ashamed for defeating things. He's ashamed for rejecting, for exiling, for not allowing you in. He's ashamed. And he feels like you don't feel the same way. Double Five of Swords here. He feels like you're not mirroring him. He feels like you don't want him. At least his ego does, right? His ego is making him, again, this is thoughts here, affecting his emotions, right? Affecting what he feels for you. Again, his ego is saying, she doesn't feel the same way. I fucked up too much, even though I want to fix it, right? I want to fix it so bad. but I feel like it's too far gone. It feels like, okay, because it's interesting because it's like divine masculine watches you when he thinks about you, but then he like tries to emotionally, it's like emotionally because you're missing and emotionally because it hurts so bad. It's like he'll look at you and then he'll block you, or he'll watch you again, mirroring divine feminine's energy of the past. I'm very intrigued to see where divine feminine is at. I can't wait. I'm getting chills right now. Again, it feels like a major shift in the twin flame connection, right? Now remember to keep an open mind. You know, if I'm saying that something might happen on a specific day or something is about to happen, remember, it doesn't mean that it's what you feel necessarily is going to happen, right? Sometimes we think that if a major shift is taking place, that means divine masculine is going to reach out and call right now, right? Divine masculine is going to knock at your door right now. That's not how this works, right? You have to remember spirituality is not based off of time. Time is a human construct, okay? So in other words, our time is not the same as divine's time, as divine timing, right? So again, don't hold on to things to the point where you're letting yourself or setting yourself up for failure, right? Allow divine masculine to go through what you've been through. Allow him to feel what you felt so he knows. So he knows so that he never hurts again, right? And that's the beauty of this twin flame journey. Divine masculine is learning for divine feminine. Even though divine feminine didn't understand why she went through what she went through, she learned from divine masculine as well. So I do feel like divine masculine is back and forth. He watches you and then he doesn't. Because when he does, it hurts him too much. So he has to pull away. He has to block you out of his mind. He can't see you because when he sees you, it hurts. That regret, that shame, that vulnerability. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse again. When he sees you, it just feels like he's lost it all. It feels like, again, it just feels like he has to pull away from you because when he sees you, he just feels your magnificence, right? He feels your power. And again, so it's like, I see her, I feel her power, but yet I don't have her. I need to stop watching her. I need to stop paying attention. I need to stop reliving that energy that I fucked up, that I lost something so powerful. So again, a lot of regret, a lot of shame here in this energy emotionally. I felt that resistance with this one coming out. Okay, so this is hidden. This is not seen. Definitely something he's resisting, right? This is something that he doesn't want you to know. This is something that no one knows. No one even sees. The sun in the reverse. That he's not happy. That he doesn't have what he truly wants. That everything is failing, that everything is falling apart. He doesn't see clearly. He doesn't know what decision to make. He doesn't feel secure. He can't solve the problem in this energy. Again, there is no pride. There is no happiness. There is no satisfaction. There is no glory. There is no honor, right? This is the reverse. This is shame, regret. Regret because of how unhappy he is and how he doesn't feel your warmth, how he's not growing with you, how he can't touch you, how he can't feel you, how he can't see you. Grounded by the Six of Swords in the reverse, how he traveled away from you. What makes him the most sad here, though, Divine Feminine, is that he's unhappy because he wants to travel back to you and he can't, right? He feels like he's not strong enough. Again, there's still things that divine masculine needs to work on here, right? He's not seeing what he needs to do. Things aren't clear to him emotionally, right? He knows what he feels, right? What he feels for you is strong. What he feels for you is absolutely, most positively, you know, there. It's just that he doesn't understand why. He doesn't understand why he did what he did, why he can't do something about it, right? So again, this unhappiness is really circling, not only traveling away from you, but also by not traveling back to you, right? So there's this energy of traveling away and knowing inside, within his mind, within his, you know, within his head, within his heart, within his soul, that traveling back to you is what he truly wants, is what he truly desires, right? But again, he feels like you don't feel the same. He fucked up too much. Again, he feels unhappy because of this, right? So when he thinks about traveling back, it brings him sadness. Again, because he feels like he's not strong enough for it, right? That you will not accept him in this energy. Again, that he's not good enough for you, right? The sun is also fire energy yet again, Aries, Leo, Sag. We also have the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. Very interesting. The Judgment yet again is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. And again with this World card here, Earth energy, right? So again, Earth and fire is very heavy. We do have the Ten of Cups. Normally, you know, I don't read minor arcana, but I am today. The Ten of Cups is Pisces energy. The Emperor. So here he is coming through, right? Here he is coming through in this energy of the father, of the masculine counterpart. He does have the strength. Divine masculine, if you're listening, you are strong. You are stable. You do have the power. You are that father. You do create strength itself, right? You are the powerful protector and you can bring solution to these problems. And so again, this energy, divine feminine, is grounding divine masculine, okay? Deep down inside, even though he, you know, his ego may kind of play some tricks on the way he's feeling, it doesn't matter. The Emperor is coming through in the upright. He knows that he is your counterpart. He knows that he complements you. He knows that this union is special. It's sacred. It's rare. Right? He knows who he is. He knows what he needs to do. Again, divine masculine, you know you're strong, right? So again, it just feels like this masculine, he knows, but again, his ego kind of plays some tricks on him. And of course, how to change things because it's already been done, right? How do I move forward? How do I change my future so that it doesn't look like my past? So it's not necessarily that divine masculine's trying to figure out how to change the past. He's trying to figure out how to change the future again so it doesn't look like the past, so that those same things don't happen again, so that again, a different outcome actually is created, right? Four of Cups, he does feel like he missed an opportunity. He is bored with his life. It makes him sick, okay? He's also oversaturated on your energy. So this means, divine feminine, he always thinks about you. He's always feeling those emotions for you, or the absence of the emotions that he doesn't have because of what he's done to you. He knows he refused you. He thinks about it, right? He thinks about how he refused you. And not only did he refuse you, but he refused a gift from God, from universe, from divine, from source. He refused something so strong, so deep, and so spiritual. Again, this is where a lot of that regret is coming from. A lot of that insecurities, right? Or the insecurity, the main insecurity. 4 is also about stability, right? So he refused something that was stable, that wouldn't have gone anywhere, that would have been loyal, that would have lasted, that was solid. He refused to build with divine feminine, knowing that it was the proper foundation needed. So it's almost like when this divine masculine refused divine feminine, he knew. Again, he knew, but he still refused. Again, he denied that gift from God. He denied that stable connection that would grow, that would nurture, that would protect, that would make him feel safe, that would make him feel grounded. He does feel like he missed an opportunity, but with the Four of Cups in the upright, divine masculine, if you're listening, you haven't missed that opportunity, right? It's just the thought that you have because, again, of your actions and that regret with the actions. But again, with the Four of Cups here, it hasn't been missed yet. So divine feminine still holding on to the fact that maybe you'll make that offer or accept that offer. Wow, I don't know when this flipped over. Very interesting, the Wheel of Fortune again. Maybe I didn't flip it over when I put it back in the deck right. We'll put it back in. If it comes through again, it comes through again, okay? Spirit, let's get a few more final cards here when it comes to divine masculine's emotions, please. Let's get 2 more cards. A few more cards here for divine masculine's emotions, please, Spirit. Wow, holy shit. Sorry, hold on. Y'all saw that, right? Okay, the Tower. I almost just threw it down, so let's see what's going on here. We have the Magician, I see the Ace of Swords, and clearly the Destruction. I also see the Eight of Cups here in the reverse. So returning back, okay? I also see the Page of Cups right here, making an offer emotionally, returning back, the Magician to create, Ace of Swords, communication and action. The Tower is in the reverse, you guys. This is the outcome changing, not being the same. It's this divine masculine realizing what he did wrong, and more importantly, changing his actions in the future so that, again, it's not the same outcome, okay? So again, things have fallen apart. Things have become dust. Emotionally, he's feeling this destruction, but more importantly, he's feeling this destruction and he's seeing that new future. He has hope and optimism, He has hope and optimism when it comes to the future and things not falling apart like this because, again, he is changed. Right? He has changed. The Wheel of Fortune again in reverse, but it's still here. He still feels like it's not good enough. So at the end of the day, the outcome does change between you two. Okay. It's not going to be the same outcome. Again, this is good energy. This is lesson learned. And this is also to this energy of God not having to interfere, divine, universe, soar, raw energy itself, not having to interfere or intervene because masculine figures it out. Right? So again, at the end of the day, divine feminine, just understand no matter how long it takes for this divine masculine to figure it out, he does. Okay. He figures it out and he changes the outcome between you two to where it's not the same as it was before. It's something new. Again, in this current energy though, he's still kind of in this, I am not good enough. There's too much time between us. I'm running out of time. I'm getting running out of time with this card really heavy today. Running out of time, not having good luck, running out of time to take this chance, to lead me to this opportunity to where I'll have success, that I can actually start with divine feminine. So again, there's doubt here. He feels like that start's never happening. It feels like the start's not taking place. It's taking too long. So again, divine masculine is really feeling the emotions and feeling that weight. Again, that weight that divine feminine has felt for a while. So let's get one more final card here for divine masculine. Spirit, one more final card for divine masculine, please. I also feel like, again, karma is being served, right? It feels like, because again, right, the Wheel of Fortune speaks on karma, right? In the upright, it's good karma, it's good fortune. In the reverse, it's bad karma, it's bad fortune. So again, divine masculine is losing everything tangible, right? He's losing in the tangible world, right? Even though he's working hard on it, trying to get it together, trying to figure it out, he's still losing it, right? That world, that material world has to come crumbling down for him to start this new path, this new adventure in the future where, it's destined, right? It is being, again, led by raw energy. Therefore, it is not that tangible life he's lived in the past. This is a spiritual journey ahead here he's taking. But again, it's this energy of serving out his karma, right? He's losing the way divine feminine lost. He's feeling that loss. He's feeling, again, that bad fortune here, that bad karma. Spirit, one more final card here for Divine Masculine, please. One more final card here for Divine Masculine. Hidden and not seen. Wow. The Eight of Cups in the reverse, returning back, right? So Divine Feminine, this Divine Masculine, even though he feels like he's not good enough, he's returning back. He's walking away from what no longer serves him and returning back to this love, right? Because again, whatever he's currently in, right? Whatever he's currently going through is not what he spiritually wants. It's not what he spiritually feels. It's not what he's spiritually being guided to, right? Again, he has no union. He has no harmony. He has no love, right? His passion, that fire is burning out, right? He doesn't have that coupling. You know, he doesn't have that celebration that he wants. This is also Cancer energy. So again, overall, I mean, clearly here, collective, Divine Masculine, you know, he's wanting to return back to his Divine Feminine. He's wanting to, again, have happiness in his life, and he knows that Divine Feminine is that happiness, right? But he has to build up the courage. He has to go through, you know, unfortunately, that karma, that cycle of bad things happening so that he can realize the good things that he lost or the good things that he truly desires, that he needs in his life that are missing. So with that being said, collective, that is all I have for you guys in this reading. I'm super excited to tap into Divine Feminine energy. So the next reading will be Divine Feminine energy. If this reading resonated for you, drop a comment and let me know. If not, if you just want to say hi or ask a question, definitely drop a comment down below. Don't forget to smash those thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed this content, you enjoyed this reading, you enjoyed my energy, my vibes, then most definitely make sure you're subscribing and joining my soul family. Also to you guys, don't forget to share this video with someone you love if you feel like it can help, right? And yeah, that's pretty much it. Also to you guys, if you do subscribe, make sure you're hitting that little bell to all so that you are notified when I do upload, I go live, or even post something on the community tab. Again, fam, I love you guys so much. Namaste, stay blessed, and I'll see you next time.